Welcome back to the Yo Hear Me Out podcast, and we are your hosts. I'm Avery, here with my co-host Leland, and
Yo,
this is
yo.
episode number 27 of the podcast. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
What's going on, cuz, man? I'm feeling pretty good, man. Good
Mm-hmm.
week. Trying to wrap up some stuff real estate wise. Man, what about you, man? How you living?
Chilling, man. Chilling. It was a good week for me too. I saw some new movies this week, which we were going to get into. I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
Barbie and I saw Oppenheimer. Barbenheimer. I didn't see them at the same time. That was a little long. People were watching them at the same time, which is kind of a little. It's a long time to
That's
be in
that's
the
a
theater.
that's a lot. That's a
That's a
lot.
lot. But we're gonna get into that today. Excited about that, man. But good week for me, man. Good week for
That's
me.
what's
What else
up,
we
man.
getting
Yeah.
into, man?
This is what we calling this the money bag episode, man. So a
The
whole
money
bunch
bag
of
episode.
topics, whole bunch of topics around money, involving money.
Mhm.
And so you know how we do, guys. We always start out with some would you rather's, and so that's gonna kind of fit with that theme this week too. So
Okay.
what you got for us this week, babe?
All right. So the would you rather question is: would you rather get $1,000 every day, but can't spend it on yourself, or have 200,000 that you can spend on anything, but only once a year?
Hmm. This is an interesting one, man.
Yeah.
1,000 a day. That's kind of smooth, man. It's kind of smooth. 365 for the year. What, 366 on a leap year? You know what I'm saying? It's pretty smooth. Which way you leaning, bro?
Man, we seen this briefly, right? We didn't talk about it in detail, man. But
Mhm.
I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
Okay.
The $1,000 a day is just more.
It is more. It is more for sure.
It's just more, and you have access to more right now. Yeah, you can't spend it on yourself, but there's a
Mhm.
lot of loopholes around that. Um,
What?
and I mean, like, but you get a 200,000 once a year.
Yeah. Can only spend it once a year.
You can only spend it once a year. That's
True.
that's no, bro. No.
Let me ask you this, man. I know you in real estate, man. I'm trying to think about big purchases. Could you buy a home in a day? Could you line up things so that on August 31st or whatever,
Yes,
August 30th, you
very
can line
easily.
it up that, hey, yo, on this day, I need this money to get out my account.
Very easily.
Oh, that's
Very easily.
perfect. Hey,
It's not.
that's
It's
perfect.
not. I mean, most of the stuff, especially in real estate, it's a attorney, so you have an escrow account.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
you actually don't ever, transfer funds don't go from hand to hand. They don't go from
Okay.
me to you if I'm selling your house. They go from me to the attorney to
Mhm.
you. So even if it didn't line up the same day, you could actually send the money to the attorney. They're legally obligated to move that money where it needs to be.
Okay. So I was just thinking because I'm wondering, can I buy a house? Is one of these purchasing
Oh
200,000
yeah.
or it's not enough time? That
That's
one day.
easy. You can.
Okay.
I mean, even if you, I mean, essentially, as long as you have the attorney lined up for the closing, you can
Sure.
do 30 days out, 40 days. Like, it doesn't even really matter. You can just send the money to their escrow account,
Okay. So I can
and
buy
they
a
they
home.
they legally can't do anything with it.
I can buy a home or put a down payment on a home in this time frame. So that's
Yeah,
good. Because this is what I'm thinking, man. The 365, yeah, it ends up being more money, $1,000 a day. But if you can't spend on your listen, it just depends on like how much Mother Teresa you gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
but what I'm saying is, like, they
Uh-huh.
say you can't spend it on yourself. They don't
Yeah.
they don't mean, one, they didn't say you had to spend it. They didn't say you
Mm.
couldn't invest it and live off the returns. If I put my money in the
Mm.
bank, if I put my money in the stock market, I didn't spend it. I invested
Ah.
it. You know what I'm saying? It's still way more money. Like, over the course of that same year, I will have almost double what you had. I just got to be more creative about how I use it. And like you said, I can
Mhm.
invest in other people's businesses. I can be I just cannot directly benefit from the
Well,
thousand
listen,
dollars that
man.
I
It's
get.
okay. Yeah. So I'm saying you talking about okay, investing in people's business. You can't be like my boy Marty off that joint Ozark son, the angel investor coming through saying. I feel like that's breaking the spirit of the law, man. The spirit of the question, man. It's like you
The
can't
spirit
spend on
of the
yourself,
law.
bro.
I'm like, yo, okay.
The spirit of the question. Spirit of the question. You
No,
see
no,
what I'm
no.
saying?
What I'm saying is, like, listen, bro. If I got $1,000 a day, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, listen, like I said, I don't have to spend it, but I can't spend it on myself. So let's
Yeah.
say I wait a month, 2 months, whatever. I got
Yeah.
30, 60 grand, right?
Yeah.
I say, hey, listen, man, I'm gonna put this into your business. Let's be business partners.
Come on, that's the same thing, though. That's what I'm saying, man. That's the
No,
same
it's not the
thing.
same, but it's not the well, okay. Let's say I'm not a business partner. Let's say I'm an investor.
But you still about to profit direct. I'm just saying you got to really Mother Teresa with this joint. That's what I'm saying. You can help people with it.
It doesn't say I. It doesn't say I cannot. Like, bro.
Bro, if you put it into your own business, you're a partner of a percentage. That's like growing your own joint,
Okay,
though.
that's true. Let's not.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a little stretch. But what I'm saying is, am I an investor?
That's still you. You get the money back though. You gonna get this. You gonna get some money back at the end. That's the same thing.
It's
And that's
not
what I'm saying.
guaranteed though.
Nah, still though, man. I feel like you can't do it with that. That's what I'm saying. It depends on how.
What?
That's why I felt like the question originally was the 100,000. It's like, are you gonna be giving away and really helping out? If not, it's just the same thing. If you about to just be clever with it, it's either 365 versus 1,000. It is no question. If you want to do all that crazy stuff with it,
first of all, it's not just being clever with it, bro. Just because you gave somebody $30,000, that we didn't see that multiple times. That doesn't guarantee that you make anything from that.
But I'm not saying make anything, but if I could just spend it another way and I'm still about to get all the profits, it's either do you want $365,000 or 200,000? Well, I'll take the 365. So would I. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you about to just take that for yourself, I think the spirit of the question to me is like, you can bless other people with it, or you can't benefit from it. That's what I'm saying. You can't benefit. That can still go.
Okay. So now we changing the question. I can't. So what? Like, if I get the money, I can't benefit from it whatsoever.
But I'm saying if you do it the other way, then it's just a no-brainer. It's either 365 versus 1,000 or 200,000. Essentially,
it's not a no-brainer because the no-brainer part is that it's still it's not the 200,000 that you get that you can use is in your hand. It's for you. It's guaranteed.
Sure.
If I invest it's not guaranteed anything.
Yeah, but okay, even with an investment, right? This is one thing I thought about, right? Say with an investment, you put up 365. Say everything goes terrible. How much you losing at 365? You at zero, or you lost 160? You had lost half of it, and now you at 200.
Right.
But you still at about the same. You lose half of 365. That's 185. You still the same thing. So that's what I'm asking. What a business investment is it like, bro? I lost or is it like, bro? I lost 60%.
I mean, it ranges. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you exactly what I mean, but what I'm saying is I can't do it for myself. Like you said, like,
but it is for yourself. You're talking about you're a business partner, you investing. That is for yourself, though. You're not doing it just because you believe in a person. You think there's some money on the end for yourself at the end of this joint.
You hope it's some money. You hope it's some money on the end.
For sure, but you also
and I'm not spending it on myself. I'm not directly using the money for me. I'm investing in somebody else. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I am helping that other person more than I'm helping myself.
I feel like if you invest in another person with nothing in return, that would be that. But if you about to be like, hey, listen, I'm gonna invest in you. I got 50% of everything coming back to me. That's still helping yourself too, though. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I was thinking that it wouldn't be it just be like cheating with it, bro. That's to me, or else it just makes too much sense. That's why I thought the original 365 versus 100 is fair, because it's like, okay, do you really want to help people, or you want to take just a smaller amount for yourself, or could you help more people with it?
It's still kind of the same. It's still kind of the same, bro. Because that's what I'm saying. You just like, I don't know, man. I have a hard time believing that the spirit of the question meant that I cannot benefit from this joint at all. Like, it's just crazy.
But what's that? Why you think it said you can't spend it on yourself? Why didn't it say you can't buy a house with it or something? You can't do like that means like you can't benefit from this joint, bro. But you get it, and that's why also it's a smaller amount.
What's the definition of spend, bro?
If you save that money and spend it 10 years from now, you've still spent it. You can't do that either. You can't save up every $1,000 and then 10 years from now, but listen, I got what is that 3.5 million? I'm about to spend it now. You can't spend it on yourself.
I know, but I can spend the investment. I can spend the returns, man, the dividends.
Listen,
and I can still get that money out to somebody else. I got 3.5 million.
It had to be like
I done made $1 million. I done made $1 million off of it, and here you go. You know what I'm saying? I got 3.5 million, son.
To me, man, I'm gonna take the 200 in this case, man. I'm gonna take the 200 because I'm thinking about like I'm not spending it on myself. To 200, I can still help folk with it. You said I could buy a house with
that 200, man, in one single day, bro.
Well, a house could be a large portion of it. I'm saying, imagine,
okay,
can I do other moves with the house?
Okay, you can buy a house every year.
I mean, possibly I could buy definitely properties every year. Absolutely. You could buy properties every year. You could buy other stuff too. You could pay off things. I'm imagining. So if you're saying I could do that with a lawyer, maybe I could do some other stuff with the.
But I mean, do all kinds of stuff. That's it. Well, that's what I'm asking, because now this is what I'm saying. If you're gonna get savvy with it, then I just got a whole bunch of credit cards, and I wait till one time in a year and I pay off my credit card. So technically, I have access.
Too, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So that's not breaking the question.
No, because I'm not getting a credit cards based on my 200,000. Like for now, I can't go get $200,000 in debt and credit cards for me personally right now because I don't have that much money. There, I'm only approved to a certain amount. So can I go get 20,000 maybe? Sure, and spend that up and then be stressed out and I need my joint, advance to me soon. Sure, but I still can only spend it once a year. So to me, that's not the same thing.
That's breaking it, son. That's breaking it to me. That's just as much breaking it if I can, because that's what I'm saying. I can, bro. Let me get 100,000. I mean, you can do anything. You can open up a business, a fake business that don't do nothing, and then get your business credit. Oh, I need this money for this. Don't use it for that. Live off of it. You know you're gonna get that 200,000. Pay that joint off.
Yeah, but I can only spend it once a year, though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I can only pay it off once a year. But
I only get. So here's what I'm saying. I only get $200,000 in my account once per year, and after that one day too, I'm guessing it's going too. I'm also imagining that. So at the end of the day, whatever I didn't spend, I only got one day to do it. So to me, it's a lower amount for that reason. Like you can still make some moves with it, and whether it's buying a house every year, I could buy a car. I could do. I don't know what else, but to me,
that's what I'm saying. Cool. You can live lavish, boy. You can basically have $200,000 worth of debt. Is what I'm saying in the course of a year.
Yeah. You
can get $200,000 worth of the debt to live your life however you see fit, and then in one day you can pay it off and be done.
Yeah, and you back at zero then, yeah.
And that's not breaking the question.
No, because to me, the spirit of the question is, do you want basically more money for yourself, or would you be willing to help others? Less money for yourself is just for you, or would you want more money that you can give to other people, help other people? That's what it's talking about. So to me, it's like, okay, you want more money, but you can't spend it. So there's still people you can help out. You can help out your mom, your friends, different things like that. But to me, with all right, I'm gonna help you out, mom, but also put my name down on that joint, and now we business partners. That's to me where it's like you still.
Bro, that's not we business partners. You can just be an investor, bro. An investor, like I said, in the stock market.
That's a partner, though. No, don't investor get some percentage? They got some kind of contract signed, no, or they get a dividend back. They buy stock in something. You getting the money back though.
It's almost like lending the money.
Yeah, well, listen, man, that's the one I'm gonna take, the 200,000, just because it's for me. I feel like, yeah, that's it, man. Y'all let us know what you think, Leland. 200,000, 100.
Let us know, man. It really, what I'm saying is like, it depends on how handicapped I am, man. If I can't, you telling me I can't do nothing with the money? I can literally only give it to charity. Like this is just charity money.
You give to other people. You can't spend it on
charity.
Yourself. Sure, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm just giving it to somebody else, that's the only thing I can do with it. 100% charity. No, I'm not taking
what amount would it have to be on the other side to get you to flip? What if it's 5,000 a year for yourself or 1,000 a day that you have?
Yeah, of course, bro. Come on.
So what number for you would it be? Like, man, I can actually help out a lot of people. At what point would it be? So for what
point where it would not be worth it for me?
Yeah, and you'd rather help people instead.
It'd be a little bit less than 100,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, by the time you get,
that's what I'm saying. It's close to that original joint. Like, yeah.
No. It's.
So what's a little less? 90 or 40? You know, what's a little less than 100,000? You know,
like I say probably anything under like 50K. Like when you start getting like 50K and lower, it's like 50K would be nice every year, but versus being able to help people with 365,000, like that's way too big, bro.
I feel you. That's what I'm saying. I feel
that's what I was saying. I'm like, bro, you need to put up the number because it's like, yo, like it feels too. It was too much of a gap in between the amounts. Like you can help, like you said, you can help like that 100,000 that you're looking for. You can do that for 3.5 people.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, man. But listen, the 200, I gotta take that. But if it's something, I don't know what right now, the way my life is set up now.
Carlotta said, "What is a charity write-off amount?" That's not bad either, son. That's not a bad way to think about it. You can offset a lot of your income if you write off a lot of charity, son.
True. Yeah,
that's true. That's kind of smooth. If you're a high income earner,
yeah.
You have to give it away. It's not your money. It is your money, but you ain't earn it. But you still can go against your earned income.
Yeah, not bad. But I'm with you on this. I don't know exact amount for me because I'm broke graduate student. But there is an amount where I'll be like, yo, let me go and get that now, son. Versus, in the grand scheme of life, 10,000 versus 365. Like, bro, just my family alone, like.
Right, that's what I'm saying, bro.
You don't got to give nothing else to me. Like, bro, if I give my mom, your mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got to give me nothing. I'm not expecting no hand back in at all. It's like,
And that's why I said that's why you had to go up some money, because like, man, like the sentimental value of being able to, I mean, bro, you can literally retire your mom and my mom. With that, with the other side. So you talking about like, oh, would you rather get that $100,000? You might be able to buy one property. $100,000, you're not gonna even buy one property.
You put a down payment on something. That's what I'm thinking.
You're gonna put a down payment on something that you're gonna have to pay on every year. So your income gonna have to be right. Your mom's still gonna be hurt. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not close enough. 200,000, 300,000. All right, cool. Maybe you talking, but nah.
I got you. It would be cool to help, man. I know. Speaking of, I'm trying to remember exact conversation. I had a conversation with some people about something similar to this, and this leads us into our next conversation, actually. So, I was driving down the road last week on Thursday or Friday, man. Driving down the road, man. And the corner of my eye, it said Mega Millions 940 million. I looked up, I said, what in the world? Hold on now. 940, bro. But I'll tell you, right on my way home, son, I swung through there, son. Swung through there, bought 2 tickets, man. Bought 2 tickets because it was just, to me, it was too high, man. I think the last time I bought tickets was a long time ago. I was probably 18, 19, where I saw it hit like over 600 million, which at that time was like a kind of a record. And I was like, that's kind of huge. That's a lot of money, son. So the Mega Millions, for those who don't know, the drawing is tonight, actually. It's Tuesday night at 11 p.m. Ticket sales stop at 10:45. I know all about this now, son. So if you listen to the sound of my voice, p.m. This is 10:45 p.m. is when it stops. So if you listen to this, you can go out there and buy a ticket. Right now the winnings are over $1 billion, and you get 2 options to take the money. So this is kind of like a would you rather, which would you take, man? After taxes, and even the taxes is insane on this joint, son. It's insane because you think like, oh, over $1 billion, bro. You talking about taking home about
that's what you did. That's what you didn't factor in that first question, son. You get that 200,000, they're gonna tax you, son.
True. You
in a new bracket.
True. So true. Speaking of the brackets too, man. Listen to this, bro. That 1.1 billion turned into 527, bro. Basically, even that's kind of low because I'm thinking $1 billion. And it's like, hold on, because even last week, bro, it was like 940 million, but then after tax, it was like 430. I'm like, how is this possible?
The real question is, who really hitting the lottery? Is it the government? It's not the government is hitting the lotteries, eh?
The education, I know a lot of the proceeds go to education, so for sure it's helping out, man. So yeah, what you think, man, about that money, Leland? First off, which one would you take? Would you take the lump sum, or would you take? Because here's the thing: it said about the lump sum or the payments. It says there's going to be initial annuity payments. You're looking at about 16 million for the first year, and over the course of 30 years, it increases bit by bit, with your final year check being around 65 million. And then at the end of 30 years, you end up getting about $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like you're around $1 billion. So you get way more if you take it over the 30 years, or you can work with that 500 million. Son.
Give me that, bro. Stop it, bro.
So I'm just wondering though, for real.
Nah, yeah. Give me the lump sum. Mm-hmm. Give me the lump sum, bro. That's it. That's all that matters, Joe.
What you doing with that lump sum, man? Say you hit that 520 million, son. What you thinking, bro?
All right. This I don't know. I mean, that's dumb money. That's dumb money.
Yeah.
Like $500 million.
It's lit.
You're doing
after
everything.
After tax. Your tax has been paid.
You're doing 500. You're doing anything and everything you want to do. That's not really the important part. Mm-hmm. The question that I have to you, and I had this question with a couple of people before. This is the question.
Okay.
Now that you got $500 million, right?
Uh-huh.
How much of that money, we talk about charity and helping people out.
Okay.
How much of that money are you willing to give to friends and family? And how far does that reach? You know what I'm saying? Like how many people that are associated with you have access to your money, and for how much?
It's gonna be a lot, man. Listen, this is what I know, man. Even it's funny, man. I was talking to my homeboys about this. I was trying to get them to buy a ticket. Then they was trying to jam me up, saying, "How much I'm gonna get, Avery? How much will I get?" This is what I do know here. One number I feel very comfortable saying with off just the top of the dome, which I feel like I ain't gonna miss at all. Forget about it. Actually, you go first. I don't want to sound crazy, man. I don't know if it's
gonna sound crazy, cuz sound crazy.
Okay, one number I know it could be higher. It could be higher. One number I'm extremely comfortable with, like just off the top of my mind, is like 30 million. If I like 30 million is going, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
total.
Oh yeah. What do you mean? Well, yeah, total with everybody. Yeah, if I give away 30 million,
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it a second thought. I feel very comfortable before sitting down, looking at what I need to buy or what I want to buy.
Right.
If I
Okay,
partner
I'm
that
with you.
30 million into, I could feel it could be higher.
Super reasonable.
So you
If
think
you
that's
say
too low or that's too high?
it could probably go higher.
It could go higher possibly, but I feel like very comfortable because I can't just say 100, like a fifth of it. I don't know. Even though I got it now, you know what I'm saying? What you thinking, dog?
I you know what? I probably am somewhere around that, a fifth of it. Now,
so that's like 100 million that you saying you around 100 million,
right?
Okay.
This considerably, and I mean considerably, it does not scale properly. You know what I'm saying? Because we talking about this amount of money. Like I think, and babe, jump in here if you remember what the original question was. I don't know. We looked at the lottery. We was talking to some friends, and I was like, man, like, you know, how much of this money would you actually do? And I think it might have been like 100 million or something like that.
Okay.
Like you only got $100 million after.
Yeah, I think it was 100 million.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds right.
So you say 100 million, you know, a fifth of 100 million is like,
that's 20. That's too much. I can't.
That's too much. You know what I'm saying?
That's too much of the pie.
That's too much of the pie, right? But then, but at 500, it's like you still got $400 million, because there's like, all right. So
here I can spend some, because people be saying like, bro, that's more than in a lifetime. I can spend it, son.
No, you can't, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Wait. Carla said in the chat, everyone would get 100,000 out of me, and 30 million is good to me. Okay.
You can't give everyone the same amount of money. That's my thing. I can't give my homeboy the same amount as my mom. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. Like that.
I can't just give everybody 100,000. Y'all be straight with this. Nah, man, it's gotta be scaled, man. And even you business. So you talk about the last thing. Yo, we gonna do some business. So listen, you can get a huge chunk, possibly even bigger than my mom. We come down on.
If we talking about.
Yeah, we partners. And listen, Leah, put me on that joint. You know what you're doing, so how much you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's up?
Yeah. Carla said no homeboys. That's crazy. Like,
so how was everyone in 100? Okay, 30. Hold on, let me see. That's 300 people. Carletta.
How many people can do that? That's a lot of people.
Carletta said in the chat, everyone get 100,000 out of me. The 30 million is good to me. So if that's 300 people getting 100,000, Carletta, is that right? 10. Yeah, 10. Yeah, that's 300 people. No, 30 people is 3 million, Carletta.
Yeah. 30 people.
Yeah,
30 people is $1 million a piece, which is not bad either. That's what I'm saying. All right. So this is what I'm saying. Like, bro, look, think about it. Think about the story, son. Avery Blockman wins $1 billion Powerball, whatever, Mega Millions. He's coming home tomorrow with 500 million. Everybody and their mama who's ever known you, taught you, pat you on the back, gave you something is gonna be like, yo.
Max. And I'm gonna have the means too, also, yo, because here's the thing, bro. Like I talked about earlier, with how much debt I have, I can only incur so much debt with my salary being so low. So even somebody that's in a real jammed up situation, maybe living bad, if they like how much debt they're gonna really they can't have more than 100,000 in debt. You know what I'm saying? So me, I can really, everyone that's coming that like I've ever known with even a handout, like I was slightly, you was cool with. Okay, not ever known. All right, not ever known. But you know,
you remember I see you in the grocery store last week?
And so, but you know what I'm saying? People I was actually at one point considered a friend. I've had a lot of meaningful conversations. If their hand is out in the grand scheme, how much is it going to really be? It be people with, bro, I need 8,000. You know what I'm saying? I need 15,000. At worst case, really, the worst thing is really going to be the college grads and stuff with the student loans are going to be the biggest thing for people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's going to be about the biggest thing. But yo, if you're making only so much money, you can only incur but so much debt. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
Yeah, so you can help out a lot of people, bro.
So let's just say, what's the reach, bro? Second cousin, third cousin.
Oh, I got to with the 500, bro. I got to, man. But
fourth cousin, like what I'm talking about. Think about it.
I gotta know them though. I can't just.
That's what I said. Just wait a second. Think about who, like, how far is this going? Like, you know, people ask you how many people you know. Mm-hmm. Like, how many people do you feel like you know for real? Like off the top of your head, if you had to take a round number of who you like, yo, I want to make sure that they straight. I want to basically take their money problems away.
because I mean, Leland, you had a wedding before. You know how many people you and Ashley invite. I haven't written out a list for the wedding, but I'm thinking it's kind of like 100. It's probably over 100 people who I'm like, man, I'm actually pretty cool with this person. It's a because I'm just thinking about wedding, right?
100 is a lot now.
It's kind of a lot though. It's people even I haven't talked. I'm thinking about a few names ran through my head. People I was friends with in college.
Yeah, you grew up with,
then, but I still was like, yo, I'm cool with this person, so I would want them to.
You want to see them?
Yeah. So it's gonna be a good amount of people for sure, man. But once again, I feel like not everybody can just get 1 million or 100,000 because
no. It ain't gonna be nothing like that.
Somebody get 15,000. It's like, bro, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? Carletta said in the chat they had 250 people at their wedding. So
yeah, go ahead.
For her wedding, that's probably those 250 people would be the people I would imagine. And it could like not even be all of them. Carletta could be like, man, I ain't rocking with some of these folks. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, go ahead and get them. Go ahead and get them 250 people. Carletta, 100K a piece.
Even then, that's only what 25 million. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. So it's gonna be far reaching. Though. I feel like it's gonna have to be people I've known, had at least a relationship with. The third cousin who I never known at all. That's gonna be tough, my boy. I'll be honest with you. We've never talked at all. You reach out to
family, son. We family, bro. You got so much of it, son.
I do.
I steal you right now if you don't give me some money.
Your other family who I was actually tight with, my second cousin or my first cousin, go to them. I broke them off a big chunk. Go to them. You know what I'm saying? Go to them and
find the pipeline.
That's
so
it.
You gonna create chaos and negativity in your circle, man.
Hold on. You got a way around it, then, Leland? You gonna just everybody get something?
All right. So this was my original plan, right?
What's up?
There's people that's like close. Pretty much everybody that's like close to me, like we not working. Like ain't nobody out here working. Like
how big is that list too, though? How big is that list?
That list pretty
extensive.
Like 7? I'm saying like think about how much you need to retire somebody. Like you said. Half of your people they probably got a maximum $100,000 of debt, and it probably take them a maximum of $100,000 a year without no debt. Like think about it, you have no debt.
Yeah.
What do you like? You just need money to live. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that money is kind of a lot. Though I'm thinking. So even me, right? I'm 29 now. If you're talking about you got to provide for me for 40 years at 100,000,
bro. Like, listen, what I'm saying is like, stop. Like. I'm not going to give you money. We're gonna invest it in something that's gonna make you money. We'll just go buy some properties.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna buy some properties. These properties cover these families. Y'all gonna have to work. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to work inside the big. You know what I'm saying? Like my strategy is that like the people that's gonna be connected to me is not gonna be a handout in any way, shape, or form. With the exception of like my mom, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom, your mom, grandma, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be people like that, but outside of that, like, nobody's just gonna be like, nah, come on. I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, how much is your debt?
Okay, 20,000. Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna remove all your debt.
All right,
we're gonna read this Rich Dad Poor Dad book. And we're gonna figure out how to generate some income. You're gonna have to I'm gonna have a whole process. Like, they're gonna have to complete this. Like, it's not gonna be like, hey, like whatever. We're gonna kill your debt off rip. I don't have any problem with most people that's connected to me, if not most family members connected to me, killing their debt, like their actual hard debt. But it's gonna be signed on paper. This all you get, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be people that's like,
listen, you talk about it. That's also gonna be tough, man. That's also
it's not gonna be tough. Listen, why it's probably not gonna be tough. It's gonna be like they're gonna have to sign it before they get it.
Okay, this all I get. Okay.
Hey, listen, what's your debt? We're gonna put your debt plus, like, let's say, like,
throw a little something.
Yeah. Let's say we're gonna kill your debt plus like 50 bands or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you get. You're gonna sign before you even send it to. We're gonna sign the check saying like, all right, listen. I will never ask Leland for another dime in my life. If I ever come his way and he look at me like I'm crazy, I understand why. Type time.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then we're gonna bust it down like that. And then everybody else is just gonna be like, all right, let's get investments. Let's get something that's gonna make us money. That's just how it's gonna be. Like, it's not gonna be like, oh, I'm just shelling out cash for the rest of my life. Like, that's That's not gonna be it.
I think that's tough. Yeah, man. Listen, El Grease in the chat said a whole application. That's
a
actually
whole,
smart though.
and I mean, like, not even an application. It's gonna be a whole department dedicated to this. Like, hey, look, nope.
You ain't getting it. Here's the thing, though, Lena. With so much money, once again, you talked about the business and stuff. Could you also start to give people salaries too, though, like a monthly? Because if you talk about the scale of stuff, right?
Yeah,
Really, if you paid $50,000 a year to 20 people, that's only 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if you could you see people with, hey, I'm not really trying to do all that work. Could I? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I don't think. So my thing is, like, even with money, is like, you don't want to create more problems than, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to create somebody that's lazy or entitled, or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, starting to get into habits and stuff. Like, you don't want to do more damage than you do good. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, it's a lot of, it's a lot of responsibility. Most people who get lump sums of money, they're not in a better spot. They're in a worse spot.
That's the thing I was thinking about too, man. So here's the thing. Have you ever bought a lottery ticket before? Like, not like a little scratch off, but like one of these big jackpot ones.
Oh, I won the one time. It was a few years ago when I think it was at $1 billion or something.
Okay, is that $1 billion?
The last time was like and we had a pool. We had a pool at work. That was the first time I ever did it.
Were you feeling like, once you got like, dang, we might win this drum? Were you thinking about that? Like, dang, I think,
of course, man. You don't buy a lottery ticket. You don't buy a lottery ticket with the thought of, like, I ain't. There's no way I can win. Yeah. Like, you buy it because you think there is it's small.
Yeah. So let me hit you with this, man. I think we may have talked about this, but I don't think so on the podcast. That leads me to this. As I was buying it, the time got closer and closer, I was starting to get a little nervous. I'm like, bro, I'm about to win this, Jones. This is kind of crazy. But what I got nervous about, let me tell you what I got nervous about was that amount of money. I'm thinking, it's like Biggie said, more money, more problems. I think that could be a real thing, man. I feel
no. Listen. It's gonna be a huge problem, bro. Like, you're not gonna have any boundaries, bro. Like, nothing is gonna be off limits to you,
bro. Listen, man. It's
at one time. You didn't grow and grind for this. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't do the same thing with your family.
I don't got a lot of millionaire friends either that they can show me the rope. It's not like if I'm in the NBA and I get a huge contract, all my teammates, all people in the league, it's mad people around us. You know what I'm saying? Execs, everybody rich. Right now, it's actually you, Lena, my boy. You know what I'm saying? So
you're going crazy.
So that's the thing. But also, I feel like there's an ideal amount to win. So what I was hoping to win actually was, like, they had this little multiplier you could buy for the lottery tickets, like a 4x multiplier. I was like, you know what? Let me hit that $1 million jackpot times 4. Or hold on, was there a 10 million? Hold on, maybe that might be enough. I feel like there was like a 10 million jackpot. I feel like, and then I was like, times 4, 40 million. Let me get that, son. That'd be because once again, I can't really go as far reaching with this joint now, you know, or even a $10 million joint. Like, I can't really, you know what I'm saying, go far reaching with this joint and be helping as much.
Nah, you can't go that far. Not with no 10 mil.
I can't go that far.
10 mil. With 10 mil, I'm willing to part away with 1, and that's saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got 10 mil, and let's say that's, you got 10 mil after taxes. You get 10 mil after taxes. I'm about 1.5.
Let me call me crazy, man. If I say this, though, tell me if I'm crazy. Would it not almost be better to win 10 million after taxes than 500 million low key? Or is that wild, son? Because I feel like your life can still be. That's wild.
Nah, I don't think it's wild, bro. All right. Let me put it like this. Because me and Cam, my little brother, right?
Yeah.
We talk about this a lot, man. He's like, man, like, you know, he asked me, like, you know, you doing all this grinding, all this stuff, you trying to do all these things, like, where do you want to be? Or, like, you trying? I'm like, don't get it twisted. I don't ever want to be a billionaire. I don't want to be Bill Gates. I don't want to have that. I just don't. And what usually requires for you to be like that is, like, I don't want to be that either. Like, you know, to acquire it.
Got you.
But I've always said, for me, man, like, the beautiful, like, if you had like a net worth, or you were like worth in, you know, second somewhere around about 20-25 mil is like where I want to be.
You still balling at 25 mil though. Oh, but you're talking about net worth. Net worth's also different than, like,
right. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not like you got $25 million in cash.
No. But what's your savings account looking at? Like, if your net worth's 25, so you're talking about basically all your assets, everything is worth 25. How much in the savings then? And how much in a check? You know what I'm saying?
You probably got about 5. You probably got about 5 million liquid. I
$5
would
million. So we
say.
only have $5 million. Yeah, I think that's good. I think
Like
that's
you know what I'm
good.
saying? Like, cause like think about it, like even if you got your house, like most of the time your house, if you got investments and
Money
assets,
tied
like you're
up.
just not. If you grinded your way to $25 million in net
Net
worth,
worth. Yeah.
you're a savvy business person, right? So
True.
you wouldn't have cash laying around. That's not income producing. Like you want your money to work for you. So most people that have net worths like that, they don't have just a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? They have pretty much a rainy day funds, or they even have like life insurance. Like like they have
Sure.
money that they can get to, and then most of the time
Sure.
they leverage it. They don't even
You
use
know,
their money.
I was thinking about you saying that too, because I feel like in different movies and stuff where somebody's robbing somebody or like a heist situation, they be like, they just don't understand it. They be like, come on, I know you got this. Like, bro, I can't really get 10 million. Like,
That's
I
bruh.
really can't get 10 million. Like,
That's exactly how it is. Like people be like, man, like you not
yo,
people
get
who
it,
got
son.
money,
Get it.
they're not liquid like that. Like they don't have
True.
like that's is honestly not fiscally smart to have money that's not performing.
It's
You know,
true. I get that.
you would rather have money that's in something making you more money than just sitting in
Just
your
sitting
bank
around.
account doing nothing.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah.
20 to 25 million is like that's you know what I'm saying, if you want to talk about your arrived for me, like my dream scenario. So yeah, I mean 10, 15, 20.
I was
You're
thinking
not
about
really
that.
mad at anything that you get, but you know what I'm saying? Like I would be super
Yeah.
content with that amount.
For sure. Because I'm thinking, yeah, you could still retire, not work no more. You can still help out people. Because I'm wondering, I've never thought of from the net worth perspective. I've always thought about the lottery winning. Like if I could win a certain amount, I feel like it's in that 10 million is like idealish. You know what I'm saying? Because if I get a
Right.
30 million after tax too, now once again, I can really kind of afford to help out a lot more people. You know what I'm saying? Then with the 10 million, so it's going to be more asking. You know what I mean?
Right. The more the larger amount of millions that you get,
Yeah.
the larger percentage you're willing to part with.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By say, I said like at 10 million, hey, about 1 million is about all I can really afford. I really need to invest this 10 million. You know what I'm saying?
So
I
I
can't.
can work it out for my kids and whatnot.
Right.
For
Yeah. I
sure.
can't. You know. But at 30 million, it's like I might can go
You
to
probably get
5.
5. Yeah, you can
You know
give
what
it
I'm
a
saying?
5. You
That's
know
a
what I'm
bigger
saying? Yeah.
percentage. It's a bigger piece of that pie because you like I
Yeah.
got still got 10 times 2
Yeah.
X to kind of play with. You see what I'm saying? So as the money scales, for sure.
So that's what I was thinking though. Then I was literally like, I think there's an option for a $10 million win in, and then times 4, 40 million. I'm like, yo, let me get that or something. Because I was like, yo, the 400 million. It's like, bro, life ought to be stressful, bro, a little bit, man.
Bruh,
Like, yo, it's gonna get a little hectic, son.
Bro, that 1 million. Whew.
But see, that's the thing, yo. 1 million. First of all, 1 million is like my life now gets pretty smooth, my boy. Like, if I got $1 million, it's like, bro, I can't retire, but I'm off to the races. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I
No,
got
but
the
I
debt
mean, bro,
paid.
yeah, you
I'm
come
chilling
on.
after $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And even then, I really can't afford to help nobody other than my mom.
And
I
you might,
really can't.
that's
You
it.
know what I'm
You might be better in the long run than
saying?
getting that 500. Because that 500 is gonna mess you up, bro. Like
Bro, I would agree with that actually.
you
I'd
don't.
rather at this point tonight win a lottery. Once I go and get this other ticket, I'd rather win $1 million than that 500 million because the million, bro, you can't ask me for nothing. So I'm like, dog, it's $1 million. Like no one really can. You can't ask for nothing. Like I got
I mean, yeah, you can ask for for
what,
dinner.
$50, $100? Like, yo, what we talking about? It's getting scaled down so much, bro. Like, yo,
Nah, it is. It is. I mean, when you really think about it, bro, you really them same cousins and stuff like that. You like, dog, like
people getting a nice Christmas gift this year. Son, what? It's people like, whoa, Avery, yo, I'm $300
hey,
Christmas gift.
hey, listen, man. You know what? Here go 100 for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could probably get people like 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I don't know what this 1,000 will do for you, but
you got to be in a jam even to get that 1,000. No, hold on, I can't just
nah. Come on, bro. 1,000, bro.
I'm talking about $1 million, bro. I'm talking about $1 million. Are you just willy nilly giving out thousands, my boy? Like
I'm not willy nilly. You talking about $1 million after taxes?
$1 million after tax, yeah.
$1 million after tax. I got $1 million in my pocket. I'm not giving 1,000 willy nilly, but you know what I'm saying? Given a situation, man, you wouldn't like
the diamond anniversary. You get 1,000. Son. You got your 30-year, yo.
Nah. You know what I'm saying? You would
okay
for the people that you rock with, and you can see it makes sense. Yeah, I'll give you 1,000, couple thousand. I mean, few thousand, really. 10, 20,
Also, hold on.
20
Here's the
grand.
other thing too. Here's the other thing too, legally. I think that's what I'm thinking of too. Also, a million of you and a million of me also gonna be different too. That's what I'm thinking of for me. You know what I'm saying? Like if
Right.
you got a million, it's now I'm really chilling. Where me, it's like I'm not chilling per se, but I'm pretty. You know, it's a little different. I still got more stuff I need to make move with this million. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel what you're saying. But
Yeah, but
yeah,
no, Christmas is lit though. Christmas is it's lit, man. It ain't crazy lit. Like it ain't gonna be no car waiting outside for nobody. But what you leaving? What's it?
bro,
Some
you ain't gonna
AirPods,
some
some
AirPods.
AirPods. Listen, laptops,
Christmas is lit. You got
iPad.
AirPods.
And first of all, as adults, I don't be really getting much at all for Christmas. So the fact that you gonna get stuff at all, I should be like, oh man, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about you
That's
getting a
facts,
gift, Leland actually getting a gift. Like, I ain't, respectfully, I guess that's gonna sound bad just saying it, but I don't think I purchased Ashley a gift like that personally. You know what I'm saying?
It's not saying bad. Listen, I'm gonna say it right now. So this on live. I don't actually believe in it, bro.
What, purchasing people gifts?
I'm not a like I just even like for Christmas and stuff, like I just like
family cruise. What's up? It's lit, yo. I might can swing everybody on the family cruise.
Especially talking about adults. Like I got nieces and you know what I'm saying. Like little kids is different, right? They don't have the concept, but like as an adult, another adult, like bro, I'll buy you an experience. Like I would rather take you to dinner, than to buy you something of same value. You know what I'm saying? I would rather give you a $30 meal and spend time with you, chop it up with you, have a memory, than buy you a wallet for $30 shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, let me tell you what though, man. I feel like I don't know if it was this Christmas or last Christmas. It could have been the last one, maybe.
Why are you laughing for, Kalada?
I don't know. When I was talking about, I can't really help. You know what I'm saying? I can't really do too much. But I'll tell you what, man. I went in the store and I was trying to buy gifts for like the kids in the family and stuff, bro. That junk added up. I was like, man, halfway through, I was like, this might have been a mistake, my boy. I'm not at that point yet in my life where I can really be. I can't do it gifts for people. I'm like, this is like $300 in.
That's what I'm saying, but that 300, 400, you be like, bro, it's crazy to me, man. Christmas every year, man. How many people go into actual debt, like, and it's like really for people that's like, bro, don't you love them?
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? You want me to go to in debt for you? That's not love.
I got you, man. Listen, man, Leland, they're talking about for the lottery too, man. The odds of winning it are really slim as well. It's about 1 in 300 million is the chances of winning it.
That's not that low though. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's the population in the US. You just one person about to win this dress. It's kind of low a little bit, saying.
I mean,
I saw
the whole population.
Yes, one person.
But why should ask for per one ticket, right?
No, so here's the thing here. So it's for the winning ticket to match for the Powerball or for the Mega Millions, 1, 2, 3, all 5 numbers plus the Mega Millions ball, 1 in 300 million. I saw an article this week. I didn't put it in here, but it had like the chances of all this stuff happening, and it was way rarer. It was like getting eaten by a shark. I think even like getting hit by lightning twice. It still was like it was crazy. Like you
know what's so crazy about that? It's like they say all that, but then it's like people win.
A person wins. Yes, yeah.
A person wins. Like that's how crazy that is. Like it's like all that factored in. Somebody has to win eventually.
Yeah. No, someone's going to win. So what it said was, which I thought was interesting. This is what it said here. It said, "Where's the thing at?" Basically, if I can find it. All right, I can't find it now, but it was basically saying how this last draw when no one won, only about 20% of available numbers were actually generated, out of the whole combination. So every time, and what happens too is as more and more people, as it gets higher and higher, more and more people buy it, using up more of the different combinations of numbers possible and stuff, man.
Right.
But yo, bro, I think it was actually, I'm thinking too, I think it was 4 million. I was thinking if I get that 1 million times 4 multiplier, 4 million. Oh man, it's looking crazy, bro. It's about to get nicer, what he's saying.
No, bro, it's 4 million.
500 million though. It's a little heck because I'm thinking, bro. The first thing I think about is like, bro, I have to move out everyone ASAP. Like, I'd have to, like, bro, go to the airport right away. We got to go somewhere secure. Like everybody, dude. Like people that's in my circle, like you and Ashley, drop everything. Carletta, the kids, my mom, everyone, because it's gonna be like Avery Blockman won 500 million. Hold on, you know what I'm saying? I know his cousin. I know this person in here is like, it's gonna be like we gotta all come somewhere safe because it's just such a huge sum of money. Once again, people will go wild with it. But Avery wins 4 million. Now my phone probably won't blow with some texts and stuff, but I'm gonna swipe through the names I ain't seen in a while and whatnot. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah.
I can't really help
It's not gonna
everybody.
be. I mean, at 4 million, it's not gonna be that known. You know what I'm saying? Like just off
That's
that
the
alone,
truth.
like it's not gonna be as like the same level of family members at the woodwork's not even gonna know. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
fact. That's facts.
at
That's
4
fact.
million, but at 500, at the
Yeah.
billion, they're gonna be like, who?
Well,
Wait a
listen.
second, do I? Yeah, I know it. You know what I'm saying?
Look closer. Yeah, who it is? Yeah. It'll
They're
get
like,
crazy.
that's my cousin.
Because even look
Nah,
what you, Leland, your last name, right? Popular, pretty popular, relatively last name. I feel like if that drunk went, hold on, his last name, what? Yo, let me look and see if we related. Like people who, the white people, everything. Let me see if I'm related to this guy. Because hold on now.
people with different races, like,
Hold on, my last
let me
name
do
that
my
too.
23 and me.
Yeah, let me see if I know this guy, man. So that's crazy, man. But yo, shout out to the lottery players. Good luck to y'all. Because there's also, you can win smaller prizes too, which is what I hope I win. That's what I
I
hope
know
I
that's
win.
what I'm saying. What's the odds for that? You should have been looking at the
Oh
odds.
yeah,
For
it is here, bro. It's here. It's
Oh,
right
okay.
there.
Let me see.
All right, so to win the 1 million, it's about 1 in 12 million. That's the odds to win 1 million. To win 10,000, 1 in 931,000. To win 500, about 1 in 40,000. But here's where I was thinking this is where it's a really losing proposition. So the ticket is $2 to buy, and to win the $2 back is 1 in 37. That's your chance. Even is like 1 in
That's
37.
not bad though.
1 in 30, bro. That's kind of bad, son. 1 in 37, dog. It ain't like it's because the little smaller scratch offs, you'd be like, okay, you got a 30% chance of winning a dollar or something. You know what I'm saying? For the smaller joints. So the fact that you got 1 in 37 chance of getting your $2 back, I was like, it's slim, man. It's slim. So
It is slim, son.
it's slim. But yo, speaking of money, man, there has been a big headline this week. Oh, you have something else you want to say, Leland?
Bro, I was just looking at the joint like, man, if I won the lottery and I won $10, bro, I'd be really mad, bro. Like this 1 in 600, like,
Yeah,
oh, I won $10, bro. Come on, son, I'm mad.
yeah.
You don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to use your luck on that.
True. You used up all your luck on the $10. So like I won it, but
not the right ones, man. That's
Let
crazy.
me tell you too. One last thing I saw because I was looking this up once again is that it was talking about how basically if you win too, getting your money wasn't as straightforward either, which I didn't like, son. I didn't like that joint. It was
I don't like that.
It was like, bro, if I win this joint, it was making it hard to get the money. Like you got to go through all these hoops, jump through these hoops and all this stuff.
I didn't like that.
Yo, because it was like you got to go to you can't pick up your money right away. You got to wait like 30 days, but then you got to like verify multiple steps in the thing and stuff. You can't just produce the ticket and that's it. You had to do some other stuff to the process. Like you had to talk about when you bought the ticket.
Talk about it. What is it?
Yes, bro. Because here's the thing. Because it gets known where the winning ticket was purchased, but you have to give details about like when you bought it from the store too, so that you can corroborate that was you and stuff, and what time and stuff. It was more hoops. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't just like, hey,
that's kind of wild. I mean, like, bro, if you say like, I got the ticket from the store, like, what are you talking about?
Hey, listen, was it you, son? Was it you? What time did you go to the store?
Even if it wasn't me, then what? Like, who? What do you care?
I don't know what they're gonna do, but there was apparently, at least in California, where I was reading the article, there's like a special task force or police department specifically for the lottery. You got to go through them, basically. You know,
That's like a lot of taking tests.
I don't know, son, but I was like, man, just give me the money, dog. Give me the money. But once again, speaking of money, there was a record set this week, a big record by AMC Theaters. This headline came across just recently, and it said that AMC Theaters had its highest week of revenue in the 103-year history of the company. So between the dates July 21st to July 27th, it made a huge amount of money. It's most money it's ever made in a single week, and that's due to the movie Barbie, the Barbie movie, and the Oppenheimer movie, man. So I thought that was pretty crazy, man, that it's the largest week ever. Barbie's also over like 700 million globally, which is kind of crazy. Like if you've ever looked at the all-time chart in movies, I think the highest grossing is only like 2 point something billion. So the fact that Barbie in just 12 days is like it's like a fourth of the way there or something, you know, it's about to hit the $1 billion club soon. It's kind of crazy. So Leland, have you seen any of these movies, man? Do you have any interest in these movies? What's up?
I have not. And
Okay.
I do not.
No interest, and you haven't seen it.
Like I said, like I told you that last week. I think we talked about it last week, man. Like, yeah, no, the Barbie movie, you can absolutely miss me on that. I seen the previews. I was like, nah. The the Oppenheimer, like you explain, like you sold me. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? You explained it like, okay, it was dope. And even my boy Mike, who's who jumps in here from time to time, he was saying that he went to go see it based off your review. And
I talked about Oppenheimer for real. I thought you sure it wasn't Spider-Man? I was talking about Spider-Man.
Bro, we know he was talking about Spider-Man, but I'm saying he said Oppenheimer in particular. Like maybe we was talking about it coming out, and you were about to go see it and what it's about.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The little teaser trailer got me. The teaser trailer. Christopher Nolan did his thing, man. It was like a 30-second trailer. Because there's different versions of the teaser trailer where like there's no words shown, and it's just kind of like the guy walking through in black and white and all these cameras and slow mo and is walking, and then it says the world changes forever on the date of the movie. I was like, ooh, and then it said Christopher Nolan. I said, oh yeah, I'm in there. Go ahead, bro.
It's kind of crazy, man. Like I'm even looking at this, like the poster for it. It's it's really impressive, man. Like movies and TV shows, like how somebody creates like this story.
Yes.
So compellingly, you know what I'm saying? Like it's history, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if it's loosely based, but it's still like, nah, but we're gonna take it up a notch and like really you like put a lot of emotion into it. So it's impressive, man. I may or may not watch this movie. I'm definitely not watching it in the movie theaters. And well, maybe one day.
Let me tell y'all about it, man. Let me get a little bit, tell y'all about this movie, son. So it set the records. It's also Christopher Nolan's longest movie ever at 3 hours, exactly like a 3 hour runtime.
3 hours.
Oh yeah, it's 3 hours, bro. 3 hours exactly in runtime. So it's his longest movie ever. But here's the thing: Christopher Nolan's one of my favorite, I guess, directors, mainly because he's made my all-time favorite movie. Dark Knight is my all-time favorite movie, man. He's made that joint. He made Inception as well, which I really like. Inception. He made Interstellar as well, which I really like. I like Dunkirk as well. I don't know if you saw Dunkirk a couple years ago. I like what he did with that joint. So even Dunkirk was interesting. There was probably like less than 4 or 5 minutes of talking in the whole movie. It was crazy, son. Like there was really, I was watching Dunkirk on a plane. Actually, there's more than 4 or 5 minutes, but like in the first 30 minutes of the movie, there was like very little talking. At certain points, I was like, are these headphones working? Like what's going on? But I like the way what he did with it. Ashley, as he said in the comments, she would definitely be asleep 3 hours now. So let me tell you what's even crazier about it. You know what time I saw this movie at? Guess what time I saw it at, son?
11, bro.
Later, 11:10 p.m. That was the start time.
So after the previews, it was 11:30 when the movie
Bro,
got started.
Let me tell you something else too about these previews, man. Listen, I'm not going to tangent. Let me tell you something else about these previews, man. They have a new Exorcist movie coming out. When I tell you, bro, watching it, because it's also the movie's rated R too, guys. It's the movie's rated R. When I tell you, I was telling Latonya, like, yo, babe, look down, close your eyes. And I was like covering my eyes, but I didn't want to be like a complete simp and have my ears covered too. But bro, just hearing it, I was getting scared. Dog. I'm like, yo, this is OD. Just hearing the plot, not listening, not looking.
Not looking at it.
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm not even watching this drink. This just sounds scary.
Nah, listen, bro. That's facts. This is a huge tangent, but I don't get down. I don't get down with the scary movies. I don't get down with like the spiritually scary movies. I can watch a slasher, you know what I'm saying, a horror movie, but like you said, The Exorcist, nah, bro. I'm not rocking with it. The thing that I hate the most, bro,
what's up
about scary movies is that like they like almost like you on, you get on like Facebook and they be like, hey, listen, man, like, do you want to subject yourself to this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate trailers because even on TV, like you watching the game, basketball game on TNT, like,
especially late at night. I think they might have some rule. Like once it's past a certain hour, so they be letting them fly. Like, yo, show it to us. Run the scary
show it to us
right now. Show it to them. Oh my god, this is crazy, yo. Because you don't see it during the daytime, bro. It really be past a certain hour.
Yo, that's wild, man.
Show it to this trailer came, bro. I'm telling, bro, and the seats is rumbling because it's like the surround.
I didn't come here to see this movie, bro. Like I don't want to see this.
And in movie trailers, they be the long trailer too, bro. I'm like, yo, man, am I in hell? This just keep going. The trailer probably 3 minutes long. It's like, bro, this is crazy.
Your seat's shaking, that
bro. It's crazy. Yo, I'm looking down, but I had too much pride. I couldn't go with the ears over too. I didn't want to be in the movie theater like this, like I had to listen to it all, and it was scary, son. So if y'all like scary movies, that's probably gonna be one for you, son. If you like scary movies, that channel gonna be.
That's probably gonna be one for you.
Yeah,
Yo, that's wild, man. You in a movie theater like this?
I couldn't do that, so I just had to look down. But I kind of did it low key like this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go crazy.
But you also had to hear everything.
Heard everything,
and they make it. I mean, like, it's a scary movie, so they're trying to make it appealing to people who like scary things. So they trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was scary.
They trying to get you, son.
But listen, back to the Oppenheimer, man. One thing I really liked about it, a lot of things I liked about it. I thought that Christopher Nolan. It's funny. There's this. Have you ever seen this YouTube channel called Pitch Meeting? Where it's this guy, he makes like little parodies of movies and he explains them in silly ways. It's kind of funny, man. Like low key, that could be a little reaction to this train. He gives a plot of the movie, but the way he says it, some things is like inconsistent. He'd be like, "Oh, won't the audience pick up to that? What about earlier?" They're like, "It's fine," and they keep going. He's kind of like satire a little bit.
Okay.
And so one thing he was like, "Oh, what movie do you have for me?" He was like, "Okay, I'm thinking about this 3-hour historical drama. It's going to be a huge block office hit." He's like, "How's it gonna be block office?" He's like, "Oh, Christopher Nolan's directing." He's like, "Oh yeah, sure, let's go." You know, so
all right, cool.
Yeah, it's cool. So the acting, I mean, was great. The way it was, there was a lot of scenes where, because even it was shot in IMAX and stuff. We watched it in IMAX, paid extra for the tickets, and there was a lot of scenes that were really close up on a guy's face. So I feel like it did a great job of capturing the emotion. And then also, Christopher Nolan is also known for that non-linear storytelling, like kind of giving you some stuff, and he goes back like little plot twists and stuff like that. It didn't necessarily have like plot twists per se, but the way the story was told, to me, it was in a really compelling way. Also, being kind of a scientist myself, I knew a lot of the names they were saying. Like even I heard of Oppenheimer, didn't know all the story. It took place at Los Alamos National Lab. I was just there a few weeks ago. I've been like 4 times in graduate school to do experiments. And so he's the one who started up that lab and stuff. And then different scientists' name they were saying last time, like, okay, there's an equation named this. I wonder, is it the same guy? Looked it up after. Sure enough, it was. Albert Einstein's in there, which it don't seem like Albert Einstein lived longer ago to me than that, because the fact that he was, I guess, you know what I'm saying, live and well and still contributing in the 40s. Seemed like Albert Einstein, I don't know, like Isaac Newton time or something, like hundreds of years ago.
Isaac Newton?
Okay, maybe not that, but it just seemed like he's
crazy, son.
Not Isaac Newton. But to me, it seemed like a long time ago, man. It seemed like a long time ago. But the movie was really dope, man. I mean, I'm trying to think. I can say more, but basically, really great acting, really great acting, really interesting storyline, and the way they did it, the drama was cool, because even at one point, I feel like the score of the movie, like the music they had playing, made it feel like epic and dramatic at certain parts. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the way they would do it, like, go ahead, talk to me.
No, go ahead. I was about to ask you, what's the Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, it's strong, man. I can see this. It's going to win some awards. I can see that guy winning Best Actor, man. I think he really did a good job, because he's a complex character. You know, a guy who invented the atomic bomb. He's smart, a little bit misunderstood, and you know, he faced a lot of like mixed feelings about making such a great weapon. And the thing I thought that I didn't realize with the story is they kind of set it up, which kept my intrigue. Like, yo, if we don't build this bomb first, the Germans are currently working on their own version, and this is a way to win the war. I remember learning about it in school. Like, hey, if we didn't, after Pearl Harbor happened, the plan was to kind of invade Japan, and it would have cost a lot of lives. Like, we could have probably did it, but like thousands and thousands of soldiers would have had to die in order to do it. So the way it was phased, like, okay, we can use this atomic bomb instead and save a lot of lives. Plus, also the Germans and the Russians are working on it too. So we need to be the first one to do it. So with that being in the storyline, it gave me more intrigue. Like, and then also this is during World War II as well, and there was a lot of like espionage and spy stuff. So it was told in a really compelling manner, actually. A really compelling that made me care about it. Even with it being 3 hours long, we watched it at 11 p.m., didn't get out till like 2:30, 2:40. Is that right? Yeah, 2:40 or something like that. And we both stayed awake, man. It was good. That
in itself is impressive. I'm looking at the reviews right now. I mean, they up there, bro.
Oh, it's like that, man.
And what I'm saying, you know how I am. Like, I'm not a complete like, oh, it don't matter what Rotten Tomatoes say, but like, it has a lot of weight. You know, if the critic score, the audience score, if it's like, if it's up there.
Even listen, LaTanya even loved it, and she's not in STEM herself. You know, she's in the social sciences. So even LaTanya was like, she really liked the movie. Even next day, she was talking to me about the movie. Next day afterwards, like, yeah, I was thinking about the movie still. You know, so it's a really good watch, man. Which leads me to the Barbie movie. Dun dun dun. Listen, I'm being honest with you, dog. This may have been the worst movie I've ever seen in the movie theaters. I'm being honest, bro. I did not like this joint at all, my boy.
That's crazy.
At
Let me see.
all. I did not like the Barbie movie, man. To me, the storyline was a little weaker and weird. Yeah, Lasagna saying she's in STEM, so she loves history. That's true. She does like history a lot. So you had the historical aspect of it. The fact that it's based on a true story and stuff.
I mean,
But
I'm looking
Barbie,
at. I'm looking at the Barbie's Rotten Tomatoes. Not bad. It's not really that far off from Oppenheimer. Honestly,
let me tell you what it is, man. It's all as speaking to Cam, shout out my boy Cam. It's all fan service, bro. That's the reason why. Someone objectively who's not, I've never played with Barbies. I'm not their target demo. I just didn't. The storyline to me was weak, man. Should I go on a little spoiler here and tell you what was weak about the storyline, son? Should I go on a little? What you think?
nah, cause nah. People on here gonna be
Everybody's
watching.
saying, okay.
I think
So
Ashley might want to watch it.
I won't spoil the movie, but to me, it just the plot itself wasn't that strong, man. The plot itself was not that strong on the movie. It didn't really make sense going between Barbie Land and it didn't make that much sense, man. It didn't make that much sense. It's
El
pretty.
Green says you're haters, so it's
Nah, bro. Listen, this how I know. This how I know one tripping. So there were some scenes in the movie where I was kind of like looking like stone faced in the movie, like what's really going on here? And then Latanya looked at me and just kind of laughed because she knew, like, bro, this kind of some
it's
BS
wild.
kind of. What are we really watching? You know what I'm saying? So it got like points where it was. Excuse me. It got points where it was like too silly to me, like a little too silly. And when you go to the too silly, that's really my main thing. Like it didn't really.
Yeah. I'm also a person like I can get a movie that has comedy, but like silly is where it's like nothing makes sense. Like
that's where it didn't just make sense. If we really got down to it, it didn't really make sense, which to me decreased it. Now, were there funny moments in the movie? Yes. Did people laugh in the movie? Yes. I probably even laughed at some point. Like, hey, it has some funny moments individually. Once you tie everything together, no. So I think that people, if you've ever played with Barbies, you're gonna love this movie.
Okay.
It's got a strong, I guess, feminine message, which I'm for. I'm for the women's rights, women's equal pay gap, and all this. I'm just being honest, bro. Literally,
say it like this.
What you mean? Hold on.
That strong women's message, like, bro.
Okay, why do I say it like this? I'm gonna send you that pitch meeting afterwards, son. It's literally a strong, like, in your face, mad times women's rights stuff. It's like a part of the movie is that actually.
Okay.
That's why I said it like that, bro. Because it's like it ain't just one part of the, it's a lot throughout the whole movie, which I'm here for. Like I said,
I'm here. Don't
I'm here for it. Listen, for real, I'm here for it. But just to me, it was just to the too silliness for me. It was just the.
All right, well, hit it like this, then. Hit it like this, man. Number one, Oppenheimer. You got to do this, man, because you got to keep you honest. Scale of 1 to 10. What do you give Oppenheimer? What do you give Barbie?
All right, Oppenheimer's up there. Also, if you guys do watch it, I heard a video, somebody watched it with their kids. There's a few random sex scenes in Oppenheimer, like full frontal and stuff. It's weird because you wouldn't really expect it in the movie. They kind of come out of nowhere. So there's a few of those. Just FYI. Oppenheimer to me is a strong 9 out of 10, though, bro. It's up there, bro. It's really well done. It's just, it depends on if you're in the mood for it. If you know what I'm saying? I couldn't.
Right. It's kind of subjective too.
But just really well done. I'm telling you, I think it's going to clean up on the awards, bro. For directing and acting, I could even see it winning some stuff for score as well, like best soundtrack type joint. It's up there. Barbie for me, it's low, bro. It's low, bro. It's like a 6 or so, bro. It's low, bro. 5. I mean,
not that low, bro. 6 is not that low, man.
But here's why I said that though. I don't usually watch movies that I'm not anticipating in theaters. That's why I say it could be the worst movie I've ever seen in the theater because I usually watch good movie. I don't go to the movie for some mid. You know what I'm saying? Personally, so it ain't the worst movie I've ever seen. I guess clarification. It's not I've seen worse movies than that. Actually, worse movies I wouldn't even make it through. Like if a movie's really, really bad, it's like, hey man, that's what I'm saying. This is really, really bad. So it wasn't that, but just to me, just a little too silly, man. Just a little too silly. And it's Barbie, man. But for the women or for people, if you've ever played with Barbie dolls, it's going to have a huge nostalgic factor to it. I know at different points in the scene, people in the theater are like, oh, that's that Barbie. Oh, that's that Barbie. And so as someone who hasn't played with Barbies, it didn't really have that same impact on me. But I can see why, man, all of my timeline, I've seen a lot of women do it. I even saw a girl, not girl, but a woman have a Barbie themed party. Like this is a grown adult woman. She just had that like 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? So the craze is taking over.
Like this. Why are
because
you
the reason I say that is
grown
this,
adult woman? Like that's
I'm saying if our nieces have a Barbie party, it's fine. They're 7, 6, sure. This is a grown woman who had a Barbie party. And the thing is, because the movie it's a hit, I guess. It's doing really well. But just for me, it ain't it. Now, the last thing I'll say is I did watch Little Mermaid in the theaters, loved it. So it ain't just like it just ain't like
okay.
I don't like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just like, oh, it's not for you. I don't think I'm the target audience for Little Mermaid either, but I really like the movie, man. I thought it was really well done. So yeah,
what do you
Barbie,
give it out of 10, bro?
it's up there. I actually was thinking about that. It's up there. Here's the thing, though. It's a different rating, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I was watching this.
Nah, it's the same rating, cuz.
Nah, it's a different rating,
It's
bro.
a movie. Rate it like a movie.
It's up there, bro.
Say the number, boy. What you mean?
It's high. That's what it's actually. I thought it was really,
there.
really good. It's up there, but it's different.
This is why everybody that's tuning in. This is why you gotta keep Avery honest, because he throw out these joints like, bruh, it's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10. Bro, if Oppenheimer is a 9 and Barbie is a 6, where is this Little Mermaid movie that you thought you liked so much?
This might sound crazy, son. Actually, I ain't gonna say crazy. I ain't trying to get into it. Listen, it's up there, bro. It's
say the number, boy. What you mean, Zed?
It's like you gotta scale it though, bro. You gotta scale like friends. This is what I'll say to the people. Hold on, I got a cough for whatever reason. Hold on. This is what I'll say.
You got jammed up, son.
This is what I'll say to people. It's like, okay, if you watch something that's like not as like emotionally like heavy per se, I can't give 8.5. It's I might even give it a little bit because I mean it's up there, man. It's good, but to me, it's
Oppenheimer. It's Oppenheimer.
It's not as good as Oppenheimer, but I got to grade on a different scale. Like the plot is
bro. It's the same scale, bro. It's a movie, son.
All right, this is what I put it at. This is where I put it at, son. I think I might say this before. It's like to me, Avatar: Last Airbender is to me one of my favorite shows. It's like a 10, but that and A Dark Knight is totally different. Like it's a total different feeling it gives you. So it's still a kid's movie. Even Super Mario I thought was awesome too, but to me, I would prefer Oppenheimer to both of those. Even if, like, technically speaking, if I had to give it a score of 1 to 10, they up there. They right in that same range with Oppenheimer. But to me, Oppenheimer I like better than all three of those joints, even though they're like really, really good movies. But they're just like.
So you grade it on a scale based off your personal movie choices. If you gave Barbie, what you said was a terrible movie, it might have been the worst movie you ever watched.
In theater.
You gave it a 6.
It's low. I didn't like it. Yeah.
So where does the Little Mermaid movie fall, bro? This is simple. We take
Hold on,
10
because
minutes.
you can't take it and run with it, bro. I'm saying Oppenheimer more enjoyable. It's up there, bro. But I mean, 8.5. That's what Carlotta said. I'm gonna go with Carlotta. Listen, I give it that. Yo, it's good. I like it a lot.
Carlotta let you cop out, man.
Lot. Here's the thing, though. Low key I would give it better than 8.5. Honestly, it's up there. But to me, it's not like I'm not telling you, Leland, you don't have to watch Little Mermaid at all. I think
I
you
would much say that to you, bro.
Oppenheimer. I think you would much rather like Oppenheimer over Little Mermaid, but to me, it's still really good. I even like Oppenheimer more than I liked Super Mario. We never got to the Super Mario movie. I gave that like it's up there. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it's up there. I think I said before I was like a 10, man. But you know, just because to me when I watched
it was a 10.
Hey,
see,
man, the fan service maybe the fan
next subject, bro. Next subject. This is what I'm talking about, son.
Carlotta said she gave it an 8.89, saying it's up there. But like I said, it's different between enjoyment factor too, like how much you enjoy. Because to me, I'm thinking about this. When I watched Little Mermaid, at the end of the movie, did it all make sense? Yes. Barbie didn't all make sense. So when I have to grade it at the end of the performance on what it is, it's like, where can I knock off the points at? Like, to me, the acting was good. The singing was good. Chloe Bailey or Haley, I might get killed for it. I don't know which one was which, but she killed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she killed it. Storyline was good. Graphics were good. So it's like, where can I ding this at? So I basically started
at your personal preference. That's what a list is.
I still enjoyed it, man. Latanya drugged me to Barbie and Little Mermaid. I like Barbie. I mean, not Barbie. Little Mermaid better. But even at the end of the movie, I was like, yo.
Agree says, then why isn't Barbie lower to use a better scale if you really didn't like it?
Okay, listen, I might be being generous. It's bad though. 6 out of 10 is like it's not my recommendation though. 6 out of 10 is like it's an F. You don't watch this joint for me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. That's not how it works. Not on no 10 scale, bro. We're not talking about.
I would never tell someone to watch a 6 out of 10 though. It still made money. Like it can't be terrible. Like a 2 or 3 is like, bro, the camera shaking. The acting is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like the cut scenes, it's like,
hey, Brad, listen. I know this is a huge tangent, but I only say it because I recently watched this.
What's up?
A 6, yeah, I'm with L Greaves. A 6 isn't an F. It's not. What I'm saying is a 5 is I don't feel good or bad about it. I'm neutral. A
Oh
6
no, I'm
is
thinking about letter grade. I'm thinking about letter grade
nah.
kind
A
of.
6 is hey, I enjoyed this more than I hated it, and you go up and up and up the scale. You see
But
what I'm
here's the thing,
saying?
that's what I'm thinking. With Barbie, it still did have some, I guess, redeemable qualities in the fact that there was funny moments. It wasn't like I stayed
So you
stone
weren't
faced.
neutral. You were slightly better.
Nah, it's bad though. I can't say I was just bad, man. It's bad. I'm thinking of
What?
it like an
But it
F.
had
Out of
redeeming
10 is
quality. See,
60%.
bro, listen, I'm glad we got this. So I'm so glad
You
we
know
got
what's
this. So
wrong
we
with that? I'm talking about 10. It's still, I mean, hey, it's got Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie. It's got what's
that
my
don't
boy
matter,
name?
son.
No, but to me, it has some moments in there. It has some moments in there, but to me, overall, I'm still knocking it. Like, bro, really threes? I never really seen a 1 or a 2. I guess I probably never have
Did you
seen
watch
even a
Creed
movie
3,
1 or
bro?
2. What's that?
Creed, the last
I
one.
haven't seen Creed 3 yet. No,
You didn't watch the movie.
no, I didn't see Creed 3 yet. I liked 1 and 2. I don't know if I can't remember them now, but I do remember enjoying them.
Nah, I really wish you did because I really want to get your.
Did you like it or you didn't like it?
I'll let you watch it.
Watch Creed 3. Okay. Listen,
You
to
don't
me,
have to watch it. Trust me, it's far from a must watch. But I'm just curious, based off now that we talking about these scales and stuff like that.
But to me, bro, it's really hard to produce.
Carlotta gave Creed 3 a 6. I say that's about right where it need to be. Maybe a 5.5, son.
So how you feel about that? How you feel about that? Then talk to me the feelings you thought about the movie, because it might be similar. We might still at the same conclusion. Like,
you know what's so crazy is that it all came down to one thing. I couldn't figure it out. Like, I was watching the movie, I'm like, something about this movie is not right, and I can't figure it out. Especially when you factor in the fact that it's the third movie in the trilogy. So you're like, something they changed the sauce somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like something is not. It doesn't feel like the same old joints. And you know what it came down to, bro?
What's that?
It was Michael B. Jordan's debut directing. He directed himself, and he was terrible.
Terrible directing.
Yeah, he was terrible directing himself. You see what I'm saying? Like as he's the lead character, and everything felt over dramatic from him.
Gotcha,
And it messed up the tone of the movie for me personally. So it was almost comical, like how poorly he was acting. And I was like, I know Michael B. Jordan's not a bad actor. It's just when we found out like what did they do, it was like, oh, this is Michael B. Jordan's debut directing. And I'm like, he don't need to do that no more. Not for himself. You see what I'm saying? Like,
you got you.
Everybody else was okay.
I'm saying you say all that, but you still give it 5.5, 6. It's still like, hey, this movie really ain't good. Like, so basically you saying it ain't good, right? Or is it good?
It's barely good. It's barely good.
Okay,
it's barely, like what I'm saying is like it has very little redeeming quality. It's almost such that I have no emotions about it whatsoever. It's watchable, exactly.
Well, that's me.
That watchable means I'm bored. Throw it on. Not, hey, I can't wait to see this movie.
Yeah, I get you. But I'm somewhere around there. To me, like I said, Barbie. I don't know the time. I'm curious now. I might look it up how long it was. It didn't seem like it was that long of the movie either. So that helps too. Like if it's not dragging, it did have a lot of stuff going on. It's very bright on the screen as well. Like it's very bright. So I feel like, especially in the theater, it'd be harder to fall asleep. On it. So it's watchable. I think some people will like it, but I'm just telling you for me. And actually, bro, listen, if I watch Creed, you gotta watch Barbie, bro. So we can talk. You might see what I'm talking about, but I still can't only go but so low because once it gets to this level, it's like, how bad can it be?
Nah, it can be bad. Nah, it can be bad, bro. It can be bad. I've had movies where I felt like I wasted my life. Like I really want that time back.
What's a movie? But see, even then, you probably giving that one like a 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
so it's low. Like, yo, I can't.
I've always said my whole life, and I can't. I've watched a lot of movies, especially like on Netflix and stuff. That we were just like, man.
Oh, Netflix will get you though. Netflix will have some bad movies, man.
It's like this is terrible.
All right, bet. Okay,
but all right. The one I used to always go to was like Snakes on the Plane. Samuel L. Jackson. Bro, that movie's bad. It's probably even worse right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with the CGI, the snakes, like the snakes would just come out everywhere. It's like, why, bro? You know what I'm saying? And then Samuel
Yeah.
Jackson's there, like fighting off snakes. Like, what is happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing about the movie made any sense. I remember watching. I think I was watching at home with. I think I was watching it with Carletta. Was I watching that with you with mom?
Mhm.
Anyway, you watched the movie and you were just like, bro, this was like, it sounded like to me how you described Barbie, like, this is not good. This was terrible. This didn't make no sense. I left the movie like, I don't want to watch this ever again. Please give me my time back. If I spent money on it, I'm upset.
All right, here's the difference. I'm thinking about it, right? And you didn't realize it wasn't making sense until later, though. That's what I'm saying. Like you got,
bro,
like,
that don't matter, cuz
that does matter. So I'm not the first 15 minutes of the movie won't like it's bad. Listen, we watched the movie because El Grease reminded me, and I was thinking about it. There's this movie. It's on Flickstore too. You can watch it. You can just see the rating. It's really low. Actually, don't watch it. It's a 5.8 on Flickstore, which you don't really even see movies that low. 5.8. But a friend of mine, he swore by it. He's like, bro, you got to watch this joint, man. It's one of the best psychological thrillers I've seen in a long time. I remember at mad times in the movie early on, like the first 10 minutes, the way they was cutting the, once again, the way they was cutting the camera, the lighting was too dark. It's like the flow was terrible off the rip. And I was telling Tanya, like, yo, this ain't good. And even Tanya was like, let's keep watching. Let's see if it's happening. And Matt just multiple times through, like, it's not good. It's not good. Barbie, once it kind of was concluded, I'm like, okay, dang, like, okay, this is, but it wasn't like I was hating every minute. This other movie, I was hating it from the rip. I don't remember Snakes in the Plane like that, but I still feel like it was kind of like a little bit enjoyable. Where this joint was not, son. Not like 10 minutes in, I'm like, bro, this is whack. 30 minutes in, this is whack. And then the end was even whacker too. So it's like all throughout.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's when you give it like a 2. But
Yeah.
even from a 2 to a 6, that's a huge gap for a movie that you claim you didn't enjoy.
I mean, I just didn't like it. I said it's the worst movie I've seen in theater, bro. It's I didn't like it, but maybe I could just be pushing back against some people are swearing by it, saying it's fire. But to me, it just wasn't a good movie, man. It just wasn't a good movie.
Wait. Coletta said she's watching Snakes on a Plane tonight. Don't do that, man. Don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson yelling for no reason, man. Bro, man, them snakes was crazy. Like, what are we doing here, bro? Why did they even have this movie?
Yeah, but to me, I feel like if it's still like the other movie I watched, you almost might need to watch this movie, Run Rabbit Run, so you can really scale what a 2 or 3 is.
Let me see what Snakes on the Plane had, bro. Snakes on the Plane was like it was iconically bad. That's what's so crazy.
Yeah, it then becomes a cult classic.
Yeah, it was like so bad. It was like, bro, there's a movie called Snakes on the Train. Stop it, bro.
Look, it ain't much better, man. It ain't much better. 6.2, man. But listen. I don't know, man.
Bro, listen, the audience on Snakes on a Plane, which is what I give most of the weight to when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes, is a 49%, bro. That means, dog,
yes.
that would equate to a 4.9 essentially.
Okay. I get you. Here's the thing.
I'm saying, like a 4.9 is
Google Barbie though. Google Barbie and scroll down. Look at the Google ratings on Barbie. It's right what I gave it, son. Look at the Google ratings. Scroll down. Just type in Barbie.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 88, dog. 84.
Nah, even its IMDb is 7.5. I mean, it's levels to this joint. Look at the Google rating. That's thousands of people. 3 out of 5, exactly. You scale that, that's 6 out of 10. I can see how a person can give it a 7.5. Like I said, if I'm a woman, this would be higher for me. If I played with Barbie dolls, it would be a little higher too for me. And that can get me up to like a 7.5 or possibly an 8. But it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like that. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's not like that. It's not like that, man. It's funny because I've only seen praise from it online. And before the show, Carletta was telling us that everyone she knew hated it. So, you know what I'm saying? I've only seen good things from my circle of friends on Instagram and stuff like that. People talking about it, but just gotta watch it, man. I mean, it's not terrible though. It's not terrible. It's just that I wouldn't have paid to watch. I wouldn't have paid to watch it, man. So Barbie, man. But listen, last thing then, man. Real quick. Speaking of money, since this is the money episode, got some huge contracts that were given out in sports, bro. Last thing, big money sports contracts. Jaylen Brown signed a contract, essentially with the Celtics. He signed the deal for, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-year, $304 million Supermax. And then also the soccer player Mbappe was offered, we actually could have went to this earlier, $770 million pretty much for a year. But turns out, bro, he turned it down, actually. He turned it down. So That's a little wild, man. What you think about for 1 year, bro? 700 million for a year? What we talking about, my boy? What we talking about? I got to go there for a year, son. I got to.
What we were just talking about before this, we were looking at would you rather car. It's like, would you have no internet for a year for $1 million? And we're like, absolutely. Like, bro, you can do anything for a year to come up like that.
700.
It has to be some other stuff involved, man. He must have felt like he was about to sell his soul. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, there was some things like some parts of the licensing deal and things like that. But here's the thing: have you ever looked at the Forbes list for like the top earners for the year sports? It don't be too wild. Like people don't really reach over. Nobody really was reaching over like 200 million in one single year. You know, even LeBron.
Nah, that's crazy. 200 million in 1 year.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about even it'd be like a Floyd fight. Like Floyd had the Pacquiao fight, he'd be huge. But even like LeBron would be like at 95. You know what I'm saying? Because he's making 40 million from the NBA, 50 million off the court and stuff like that. So to me, this was just so much life changing money, man. 700 for a year. I got to do it. But they did say they would own his licenses and stuff. But to me, if it's just for that 1 year, unless you about to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's worth it, man. And that's why
that's what I'm saying. It had to be some other stuff, man. He must have felt like he was gonna sell his soul. Like, and I can rock with that. I mean, especially if you got money. Like we talked about before, like how much more did your life change? His life don't change that much.
Bro, here's the thing. It's like
how much all right. I don't even know this guy's name, but I'm gonna look at you right now. Like
look up his net worth.
If his net worth over 100 mil, his life not changing, bro.
Going from 100 to 800 in 1 year, 8x.
It's not gonna change, bro. I'm telling you.
Fair.
Like he can literally, like, bro. There's a limit to what you can even buy. Like,
true. But we see this in soccer. If you got these soccer audiences, soccer fans in the building, that's why Lionel Messi, he's playing in Miami now because he got the bag in Miami, and he's going to be a part owner of the team or the owner of the team after he finishes playing, and he got a portion of their TV contracts as well from Miami. Also, Cristiano Ronaldo, another big soccer player, really big soccer player. He went to Saudi Arabia for a year for like 400 million, man. So I feel like, if they throw in the bag, they trying to get the sports league started up over there. They got the oil money and stuff like that. Yeah. What's his net worth? Because he's also young though. He's only 24. What's his net worth?
Bro, his salary for 2023 was 72 million, bro.
Yeah, 10x. 10x is tempting though, bro. I'm just saying for 1 year.
Bro, not if you got to sell your soul, bro. That's what I'm telling you.
For sure. If you talking about literally, selling my soul, like, come on, man. Or they have me do some underhanded stuff. I ain't with it for sure. But bro, like I said, 2 soccer legends are playing in leagues that aren't that notable for the bag. Messi's playing here in America.
They said this one article said that his typical deal pays him. I didn't know soccer players made this much money, dog.
It's the most popular sport in America. I mean, not America, the world.
Also, I didn't know they made this much. I mean, bro,
there's no salary cap either. That's the thing. When NBA, NFL have salary caps, there's no salary cap in soccer.
$128 million a year, cuz.
It's bread, son. It's bread. It's the most popular sport. I mean, it makes sense, man. It makes sense. Also, you can look at nothing like even like LeBron has the most Twitter followers, Instagram followers in North American sports. But like I said, Messi, Ronaldo got double him. And if you look at LeBron's Instagram followers and look at what it is, you can just see where the money coming from, bro. These guys are way more popular internationally. It's the biggest sport.
More people, more money, bro. More eyes, more money.
I can see that though. I can see 70 million because they talking about he wants to play for Real Madrid. So if you have a place in mind you want to go,
I guess I can. I mean, when you get money like that, bro, like, come on, bro. That's what I said. The 500 million we were talking about. Oh, we'll get at 500 million. You can have 100. Like, and that's just 500 million. Like, bro, makes $1 million a year, 100 million a year. Like,
yeah, I get it.
He's 24,
young, but that's also more reason to me. Let me go ahead and get this one bag real quick.
Unless they try, I'm telling you, it had to be something in the kind. They wanted him to do crazy, so they wanted him to dance for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something crazy. Like, nah.
But here's the thing, bro. This is what they were talking about too, man. Even NBA players were talking about like Giannis, LeBron, Draymond. They had to say, "Yo, I'll take that money." And then even Giannis was like, "Hey, I look kind of similar to this guy." Saying, "Yo, sign me." Because the thing is, bro, for that type of money, bro, even a star NBA player, I feel like it wouldn't make sense not to. Jaylen getting 300 over 6 years. Wouldn't 700 million for 1 year? Like, let me dip over here one time and then come back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, it's definitely it's enticing, man. I can see it, but like I said, you just don't know the terms, man. The terms is everything. You know, money sound good, but the terms is everything. If they like,
Yeah.
yo, like we own you,
Mhm.
and we're gonna want you to do everything that we ask you to do. We gonna want, when we say jump, we want you to say how high. Nah, bro. There's some amount of money that just ain't gonna rock with that joint, bro.
Yeah. I
And
agree. I agree.
and the Jaylen Brown thing, man, I'm not doing that, bro.
You wouldn't sign him if you was the Celtics. You wouldn't sign him for that much.
Nah, that just feels excessive, bro. I mean, 52 million a year. That's crazy. I mean, that's that money we talking about. 72 million a year, I mean, bro. 52 sounds, bro. 52. I just put it like this to put it into perspective for the people. The Miami Heat in their heyday, a few years ago, about 10 years ago, right? 10, 12 years ago. Bosh, Wade, LeBron, winning championship, the Heatles, all that stuff. They was arguing, busting down $25 million a year. The best, most popular players in the world were busting down 20 to $25 million a year. Even at the longest, like what the most in the season was like Jordan was like 33 million or something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown
The
is making
disrespect.
52, 56, 60, 64, and $69 million a year for the next. That's he not
It's a
like
lot,
that.
man. It's a lot.
The joint is the simple point about it is he's just not like that, especially not coming off of his like the playoffs last year. Absolutely not, bro.
Listen, I think the thing is too, though, man. It don't matter about if you like that as much, more so when the contract runs up, man. And speaking of running up, son, there's our time, and here's our time for. I gotta get this lottery ticket too, my boy. Listen, if you're hearing this joint before you got till 10:45 Eastern Standard Time to buy the ticket to win the billion. If you win, especially if you're a listener and you wouldn't even think about the lottery, then you win. You gotta bust me and Leland at least $5 million of that, son, because you wouldn't even think about the lottery.
If you didn't know this was going down today, and this what made you decide to go get a ticket, and you got it, come on, man, show us
you
love,
got
bro.
$5 million, bro. Something, bro. I mean, because this you wouldn't even think about this joint. You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy.
I'm gonna go buy one for sure, though, man, for sure.
But yeah, man. But listen, guys, as always, we appreciate you guys tapping in with us today, man. Let us know your thoughts, questions, concerns, would you rather's, topics, whatever, man. You know, we'll appreciate it. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll be back next week. We hope you guys have a blessed week. We out.
Peace. Yeah, man. They got said